who like to soak things up and then start putting their moves together. Perhaps Wan Jamat Wan Hassan of Malaysia has decided to use that ploy for his side in this match. But at the moment it's all Thailand. Kadi Suksonamong taking another shot, brilliant! Now that is a goal worthy of winning any final. And John, you were talking about this man being the player of the tournament, and he certainly is in fine form, you can't deny that. The shot and the goal once again from Kedisuk, brilliant! Well, he moved aside, and Khairul Azman, who perhaps is just troubled a little by the early injury.
The strategy is not going to be of much help except to draw a couple of defenders. Again, Zainal Khairon combination. A long ranger. He's kept along the ground. That's better. And that's a goal. Sasi Kumar beating the keeper to it. Vietnam are aghast at how this went, has taken his team to a 1-0 lead. Broke the offside trap. And then off the shoulder, I think. Not really picking the ball cleanly. We'll get another look. Sasi Kumar, very tall, off the shoulder.
Substitution for Indonesia, jersey number 3, 18.
And that's the first goal. What a strike coming from Nukiat. Chukiat, I should say, coming in with such a strong strike, often called Nukiat by his pals. It's Chukiat Nusarung who finds the back of the net to make it 1-0 Indonesia. Remember, he's got a very sharp foot. It's put in perfectly. All it needs is a tap, and it's really like a tag team or like a touch and go affair. Here it is, straight up, just enough height on the ball, and all it needs is someone to guide it home. Obliging, it's... And what a way to go. Totsak Jaimin has just made it 2-0. Well, this is exactly what we were looking for. That is what Peter White will say when he's asked about. So 2-0 Thailand, that is the score currently in this game. And one of the geniuses of Thailand football comes to the party. What a strike. Yaris into the goal area, and what a goal! Yaris Riyadi makes it. That's a smart move by Yaris Riyadi. So Indonesia now a goal closer to getting back into this game. Well, do remember in the first period of play, the Indonesians were denied a strike a couple of times over by Kitty Sakrawangpa. The woodwork also coming to the aid of Thailand. But this time, well, it's actually delaying the game. Strong chance here, and what a bullet! Oh my, that is such a strike! Gendu Doni Kristiawan has just leveled the score for Indonesia. It's now 2-all. What a fabulous goal from the youngster, the Indonesian striker. 2-all. And it's open season back again in the Tiger Cup final. Well, 79 minutes. Indonesia draw level once again.
So from a starting field of 10, it was now down to 2. Indonesia were expecting a convincing win. What they got instead was a rude awakening from a rejuvenated Singapore.
Elisha laying the ball for Daniel Bennett to have a goal. And the ball goes in! After only 5 minutes, Singapore have taken the lead here at the Senayan Stadium. Daniel Bennett, courtesy of a deflection, 1-0 Singapore. Great layoff to Noor Alam Shah. He looks up, pulls the trigger. Well saved by the goalkeeper, but Khairul Amri follows up with Singapore's second goal. The 19-year-old, starting for the very first time for his country, scores to give Singapore a 2-0 lead in Indonesia. taking on his man, Firman Ulnan, beating him comfortably, squares the ball, Agu Kazmir Shuali. It's an unforgettable night for Singapore. With 20 minutes to go, they are leading Indonesia in the Senayan Stadium by 3-0. Deep into injury time, Indonesia know that this is their last chance perhaps to salvage something from this free kick. And it goes in. Well, Lionel Lewis looks perplexed and possibly Mayadi got a deflection. Yes, he did, of Sharul Ishak.
A totally unexpected result at the end of a stunning performance from the fast-maturing Lions. After all the hype and pre-match build-up, it was finally time to take center stage in front of a Kallang sea of red. Singapore's journey was almost complete. Now they look to finish the job in front of their adoring home fans.
Lionel Lewis. It's the long ball down the middle of the park. Indra Shadan holds off one defender, looks up, shoots and scores! Singapore lead 1-0, 4-1 in aggregate, and all this after only 5 minutes. No wonder we are in ecstasy. Great finish by the striker. Magnificent composure. Begins his run. Shamshul struggling to keep up. There's a magnificent contest down the flank between the two players. He lays the ball back to Indra Shadan. He's brought down and it's a penalty to Singapore. Senseless tackle. And Agu Kazmir puts Singapore 2-0 ahead. And the home team now lead by a score of 5-1 on aggregate. It's a wonderful night for Singapore. Kurniawan. Well stopped once again by Lionel Lewis. He gets down so fast for a big man. But here come the Indonesians. Kurniawan. Good skills. Bit of trickery. And Indonesia do get a goal back. Elia Boy making the score 2-1 on the night. But the Singapore defense, once again, ball watching. No one even knew Elia Boy was there. Lionel Lewis, one of the heroes of the Singapore team, clapping along with the crowd. They are just minutes, no, seconds away from their second Tiger Cup, and the entire team know it as well. Ikimi Dixon looks on longingly, waiting to rush onto the field to join his teammates. And referee Khalil Al-Gamadi blows the full-time whistle, sending this 55,000 crowd
comes in from Nolan Shrine, that's 1-0. Singapore have scored. It's that man again, No Alam Shah. It's an opportunity for the equalizer. Thailand have equalized, and it's Pipak Tongkanya. Khan. Lionel Lewis, safe pair of hands. Will go for this. Goalkeeper handles the ball easily. Well, Ravi Chandran has pointed to the spot. Is this a penalty? The crowd yell in delight because it is a penalty. The Thais just can't believe it. And it's 2-1 to the home side. Mustafiz Farudin. The record books will show that Singapore have won the first leg of the ASEAN Football Championships final by 2-1. Singapore so dangerous during set pieces in the first leg. No Alam Shah is free. Surely a goal. Singapore have scored. Well, the assistant referee has raised his flag. And needed a little bit more height to trouble Singapore's goalkeeper. The decides against a shot. Peapot! That squares things up. Thailand lead on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. Cairo Lumri comes forward. That's the equalizer. Singapore have got it. It's 3-2 on aggregate. Cairo Lumri has scored what could prove to be the decisive goal.
With all the talking done, it was time for the players to act on their words. Close to 45,000 fans packed the stadium, expecting a cliffhanger. Lee Tan Thai with the delivery, and Yen Bufong with the header that gave the Thai keeper no chance. The goal gave the visitors renewed impetus. 2 minutes later, they struck again. Nguyen Viet Tang with the layoff and Lee Kong Bin with the goal as Vietnam led 2-0 going into the break. Substitute Ronachai Rungsio's header first found the post before keeper Duong Hong Son deflected the ball into the net. So, against all the odds, it was Vietnam who hung on for the victory by a 1-goal margin. The final, however, was only at half-time. By no means was the championship done and dusted. The mission was simple for Vietnam. Hold out for a draw against Thailand and they would emerge as ASEAN champions for the first time in their history. As for their opponents, they must win at all costs. On 21 minutes, he found the mark. A fantastic header that gave the Thais the early goal they needed. "1-0 on the night to the visitors, 2-2 on aggregate. Kong Bin finally rose to the occasion as he landed the knockout punch. Unconfined delirium around the Median Stadium as Vietnam confirmed their status as the best football nation in Southeast Asia. Suspense, thriller, and a dramatic winner to boot. Kong Bin was the undoubted hero of the night as his header gave Vietnam
The stoppage has put a spring in the step of this game. Well, he's kept the ball in. And is this the opening goal? And it is! Yes, Malaysia have got the opening goal. And it is Safi in the 10th minute. Muhammad Safi bin Muhammad Salih. This time, very unselfish play by Nosharul, who did well here to keep the ball in. A lapse of concentration. Again, Malaysia does so well on that byline. Great chance, shoots, and it's a second goal for Malaysia. And well, this game suddenly and well, he has delivered the goods. Of course, got a slight deflection, but it was a great finish from Muhammad Asari. Really ball watching the Malaysians, but right now it's a great chance. Have the chance to play it up down the right hand side. Kunalan wants it. A few misunderstandings between Safi and Kunalan, but the cross comes in. It's a great chance, and it's a third goal. And it is Safi with his second on the night, and suddenly this game . And the referee blows the final whistle here at the Bukit Jalil Stadium as you see the Malaysian players go down in delight, I would think. Just to recap, goal scorers of the night.
are in for a rollicking match tonight as Thailand kick off. It's a sellout here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Here's Sharilishak, whips in across. Well, that's a good... Was that a penalty? They're asking for it. They get it. And he's done it. Singapore in the lead, 1-0. Looks like they may have to retake the penalty, perhaps. Was there encroachment? He makes no mistake the second time, and a much better penalty. Skip past a couple. That's a chance. It's a goal. At the near post, it's Adu Lasso. Shaifulessa trying to be a little too cute. It wasn't the best of shots. Falls to Duric across the goal. Trying to be a clever there. Karalabri! What a goal! On the spin! That's a wonderful goal for Singapore and Karalabri. A good return ball from Alexander Duric. So much work to do still. Oh, it's off the post. It's another chance. It's a goal at the near post. Well, I think he's blown the final whistle anyway, the referee. The final score here, it's Singapore 3, Thailand 1.
And it's kick-off here at the Super Chalasai Stadium with Datsakon Thonglau and Thirasil Dangda. What a chance here for Thailand and Jakapon Bonsai. It's Bunmathon still lurking around for Thailand. They might have a chance here. That's glanced and picked up. That's struck fairly hard. And what a goal! That is a strike. Kirati Gilsonbuk reduces the deficit for Thailand. It's now 1-0 Thailand in today's game. That is nothing short of being a bullet from the head. Well, that's good work being done there by Iswan Mahmood. But so close was Pipa Bonbo. Marvelous save. And that's full time right here at the Super Chalasai Stadium as Singapore are crowned AFF Suzuki Cup champions for the 4th time round. Final score here in today's game, it's Thailand 1, Singapore 0, but on aggregate, it's Singapore 3 and Thailand 2. What a win this has turned out to be. The trophy to Sharilishak, the captain of the Lions, and the 2012 AFF Suzuki Cup champions, it's Team Singapore.
Sawadi Cup from Bangkok, Thailand. The Suzuki Cup is within sniffing distance. The 10th edition of the ASEAN Football Championships is a throwback to the inaugural, as the same two teams who fought it out for the first ever crown take to the field once again. Thailand in blue against Malaysia in the black and yellows. Indra Putra, it's a lovely ball played inside, it's onside, it's on target. And once again, Cowan, who was backtracking, decided to take no chances with a held ball, palming it away. Malaysians inviting him to shoot, he passes up on the opportunity, now to put in, Mongkon! Pulling the ball back and finding Mongkon, almost from the same area. This time it wasn't skied as high as it was, but he still can't keep it in between the stakes. Adisak. Adisak! Oh, how close was that? Never concede from a throw-in. That's what they're always told, and the Malaysians almost did that with some elementary defending. Thailand still can't find a way through this stubborn Malaysian defense. Chanatim! Palmed away. Was that a penalty? Yes, it is. Finally finally it's given. Fadli Shah's an accident waiting to happen in the Malaysian defence, and he commits the greatest crime as he brings down Adisak, and Thailand have a penalty in the 2014 Suzuki Cup final. Chapui! Same spot he put it against Hassan Sani of Singapore. Faris Al-Malias, no chance. It was unnerving from the number 7, and he's given Thailand the lead. Fadli. Saraj. Bringing back Badrol. Good work by Badrol. Was going in. Cowan loves his clean sheets. Peter Pat. Procrit. Let's get it to a very high line that's played by the Malaysians, and it's been sprung. Chanatip Songkrasin laying it on the plate for Crockett! It was patient. It was metronomic. And they had the right person springing in behind them, and Chanatip Songkrasin, who unselfishly laid it on the plate for Crockett Tawikam, who becomes the 10th different Thai player to score against Malaysia in the Suzuki Cup. Badrol. Oh, almost sneaking in. Cowan is there. Thailand can see their reflection in the Suzuki Cup. Zico wins it. The Malaysians have faith because they've seen their team come back from the jaws of elimination and defeats before. That never say die spirit will be needed in full essence and amounts when they take on Thailand again in the second leg in 3 days' time.
One of these two nations will rise as the new ASEAN champions. Will it be the Malaysian Tigers, or will it be the War Elephants of Thailand? Holding phone behind Tanabun Kesarat. Broken down here very early in the game. Ali Reza Fagani has pointed to the spot. Was that really a tackle? Well, it wasn't. Safi Ibrahim makes it 1-0, and it's 2-1 on aggregate here. So Malaysia have their first goal in the finals. Malaysians need one more goal to equalize. Almost does it, and he's got the lead. That is unbelievable. Indra Putra has pulled Malaysia level in the finals, 2-2 on aggregate. Safi Ibrahim knocks it, and it's goal number 3. Malaysia have got the lead in the finals. They now lead 3-2 on aggregate, and in today's game it's 3-0. Safi Ibrahim has knocked in 6 goals in this tournament. That's struck well, Purisan with the save, and Thailand have full level. This is turning out to be a game to watch. Sharil Shapui has emerged as the hero. It's now 3-1 in the return leg. Sinta Vichai Hatay Rathinakul, who took on the reins, struggled a bit to do well. Kevin Thamsanchanan stepping into those shoes. What a shot! That is an absolutely marvellous goal. Chanatip Songkrasin has put Thailand ahead on aggregate now. It's 3-2 in this game. That is a sublime effort. Full time, Thailand have won their 4th AFF Suzuki Cup Championship, or their 4th ASEAN Football Championship, and since the competition, of course, took on the name the AFF Suzuki Cup, it's the first time that they've won it. So final score in the second leg of the AFF Suzuki Cup 2014 finals, it's Malaysia 3, Thailand 2. The final score on aggregate It's Thailand 4, Malaysia 3. So here they are, 2014 AFF Suzuki Cup champions. Dominating performance by Thailand.
The cauldron went quiet midway through the first half. Nguyen Hoi Hung in the right place at the right time. And it got worse for the locals almost immediately. Pham Duc Hoi this time. Not the most elegant of finishes, but the power was there. Vietnam ominously ahead 2-0. That meant unhappy faces, but they were soon cheered up. Shahrul Saad on the business end of the cross. Malaysia are getting a reputation as the comeback kids, and comeback they did yet again through dead ball specialist Safawi Rashid. Bukit Jalil goes mad. This was quite an encounter, with Malaysia finishing the stronger side. Van Lam all that stopped them from going ahead right at the end. Honours even. Once again, it's all to play for in Hanoi on Saturday. This is it, the final match of the 2018 Suzuki Cup. It's one to savour. The Sea of Red had something to savour almost immediately. Nguyen Quang Hai with the cross to Nguyen An Duc. This was An Duc's first goal of the tournament, but a perfect time to score. Malaysia had their chances. Mohamedou Soumaré with this early on, and then just before the break he turned provider with the assist to Sayami Safri. Malaysia continued to press after the break, but ran into a rock at the back. Dang Van Lam has been almost impassable throughout the tournament. Tonight was no different. Vietnam should probably have scored towards the end of normal time, but the squandered chance made no difference. Malaysia was left to rue a host of missed chances in front of goal. This pretty much sums up their night. It's been 10 years since Vietnam last won the Cup. It still tastes sweet.
Effectively a dead rubber against Singapore, but he's also given them play some time in the final over 2 legs, which is great from him. And there's a roar from the crowd as we have the AFF Suzuki Cup 2020 final.
I think this 4-2-3-1 worked for them because it allows Ricky Kambuaya to have sort of that license to roam.
Here's Philip Roller. Shanacha! Oh, what a start this has been! Thailand in the lead with a scorcher from their skipper.
From the midfield there, they get drawn all over the place. You can see Rahman Irianto leaves his midfield position, his central midfield position, gets dragged out, and so does Alfeandra. The number 13 goes out to try and stop Philip Roller. And then Alfeandra, as Roller beats 2-3 players in there, draws those defenders towards him, and then that creates a space for Chanatip.
The makeshift centre-back today, Wirata, up the other end. Here comes Supachok, is steaming in, cuts inside Okapag, it's still Supachok. He goes back to Chanatip, goal number 2! A fantastic counter-attack by Thailand.
Absolutely superb. They win it there, nothing wrong with that tackle, and they go from penalty box to penalty box. Just have a look at this. 3 players up front. The first touch in there into Supachok, and then for him to carry the ball all the way forward.
Here's Chanatip, quick ball into Supachai. Now Roller. Look at that, they just will, and that is an excellent goal. Keep calm, says Supachai, and it's about time that he gets on the score sheet. What a goal again for Thailand.
Turns on the ball first touch, second pass goes in behind that defense into Philip Roller via Poklo. And then awareness, just to leave it, time and space to pick his spot. It's a big gap for him to hit. It's a huge gap for him to hit, but Chanatip just there. So he saw it. Receive, quick pass on the turn, body shape spot on, into Poklo, out to Roller.
Poklo. Warachit just trying to play in Supachai. Warachit. Borden Pala! Oh, another fantastic goal for Thailand. It's 4 now. And surely.
Again, superb from Thailand, winning the ball back very quickly, and then a quick transition. Here, lose it, counter press, win it, attack. Lovely ball. I mean, the weight on that pass played in behind, right into the run of Borden. And then the composure to finish. Again, the finishing from Thailand has been exquisite.
Borden, Supachok, Titipan, Warachit. Asnawi, that's a good ball to Dedek Setiawan. Flashes that wide.
I mean, I know we're here to try and big it up, and I mean, but even this is going to be a bit of a hard stretch.
Well, there we go. The first leg might well be the final leg, because Thailand have been that good tonight.
I'm enjoying this countdown actually. 3, 2, 1 before kickoff on this second leg. Yeah, looking at those lineups, I think with Indonesia here, it looks like a pretty attacking lineup, which you'd expect being 4 goals down. Obviously looking to try and start with a very quick tempo early on.
That is a delightful ball into the path of Borden, who goes down, looks across at the referee. Nothing doing. The danger isn't over. A little cheeky touch on from Borden. Chanatip can't get there. Trying to keep up this pressure. Here's Ramai, who's got the pace. Ramai. Lovely turn from Witan Sulaiman. Ricky Kambuaya, it's slipped in! Indonesia have got that goal with a large slice of luck.
Love the work from Rumakek down his left-hand side, keeps his composure, and wonderful what Witan Sulaiman does there. He hangs on to the ball under pressure. We didn't see enough of that from him in the first leg. Taking on the responsibility, holding on to it. And then Kambuaya, all he can do really is try and drive that through the sea of legs and test the goalkeeper, keep it on target. And he tested Siwarak, who on this occasion wasn't up to this challenge. It's a bad mistake from an experienced goalkeeper.
Only the second goal that Thailand have conceded in this tournament. Ball is given away. Here comes Tirisan Dunga. Can they hit back immediately? Nadio's down the way. And the resulting shot is then blocked for a corner though. A delightful ball into the path of Narubadin, who drags it back. Important touch there from Chanatip. It's done so well. How many times have we seen him? Borden Pala, can he finish off? A Topo on the return, and it's on! And that substitution has made a difference.
And the fight shown here by Chanatip, he just kept going and going, keeping a hold of the ball under pressure from 2 Indonesian players who were fighting to win it back. Kept the ball, Supachok played it into Borden, who was actually trying to wrap his foot around, trying to create that angle so that he could wrap his foot around it and guide it towards the far post. Couldn't quite get it out from underneath his feet, so decided to have a toe poke at it. Nadeo could only push it out into the center of the penalty box. And Adisak has come on and made a difference. And I think That should be it for Thailand in terms of the title.
Again and again, here's Ball in Fala. Return ball to him from Supachok. Nadeo punches clear. Ramai can't clear the ball himself. It's an own goal! And they've got the lead here. Delight now for Manapolking, who surely must believe, as do the Thai fans, that is it.
Borden, what an impact down his left-hand side. Fighting for it first to these second balls, and it's unfortunate. I think Nadeo would have had that covered. There wasn't too much pace on that shot. But excellent work by Supachok to set this one up. And Asnawi sliding that one into the back of his own net. You know, there's been a bit of drama around Asnawi in his reaction to Faris Ramli's penalty that was saved. They could have given a free kick for that, but decided to play it on. A shot from Saraj.
But he has said this, which is quite interesting. He said, of course, if you look at the number of touches there, Tiraton was that the most. As Indonesia come forward and it's found the far corner. A well-taken goal from Egy Maulana out of the blue.
What he does here well is he just drops off a little bit, drags Wiratap along with him before spinning in behind. That lovely, clever pass into him by Witan. That's a great finish from that angle and from that distance. To find the far post.
This will give us the best view.
There we go, Witan. Turn. Chipped it in behind, and I didn't expect him to score from there. Goes through the legs of Tiraton. It's how they control and dominate matches, how good the players are, technically and tactically. They might add another one here.
Oh, and that isn't all that far away, is it? That is suck.
There's an arm left behind from Tiraton. Referees.
Unnecessary. A little bit ugly at the end of this match. Tiraton's been told to get back, and a yellow card given quickly by the referee.
There's an arm thrown out. Same underwear, but clean underwear.
Yes.
His dry cleaners have been working overtime. But it's Thailand here, Shazan.
And there you have it. A record-extending 6th. Thailand. For a record-extending 6th time, they celebrate being the champions of Southeast Asia.